Want to read a really weird article with me? Like, just a strange article that happened across my feed. It's this one. It's this one right here. Titled, Zionists Have Always Been at the Core of LGBTQ Progress. Okay. I don't know why an ethno-nationalist movement that is currently engaging in a genocide across seas has always been at the core of gay people being able to marry and trans people being able to get medicine. Weird. Let's see what the fuck is going on there. In her January 6th post, Jay wrote that the LGBTQ plus community at large should reject all forms of anti-Semitism, based, including anti-Zionism. No. Okay, I feel like this is where we should do the thing here, right? Let's do the definition thing. Zionism. Ethnocultural nationalist movement that advocates for the establishment and support of a national homeland for the Jewish people in historic Palestine. So, a nationalist movement that wants to take land away from other people. And that's the core of LGBTQ progress. Said not the AI summary smash. Would you like the Wikipedia article that says much the same? Where it says it's an ethnocultural nationalist movement that emerged in the 19th century, primarily seeking to establish and support a Jewish homeland through colonization of Palestine. Are you more comfy with that one that says damn near the same thing? Anyway. At least it has citations to verify. Oh, I agree with you. The only reason I was comfortable with the AI overview there is because I already knew what I was going to find when I Googled it. It says Zionism has always been at the core of LGBTQ progress. The core of LGBTQ progress, the core of it is taking Israel by carving out lands post-Ottoman Empire style from Palestinians. What? How? I just have to know. Is this like the weird thing where an academic person has a different definition of racism and therefore they can say stupid shit like black people can't be racist? Is that... What? Is it that? Because I feel like that's what this is. Anyway, she's the actor for Transparent who became a producer of the show in its 4th season. The show is set in Israel, but filmed in LA. Okay, continued. As evidence, Jay cites Jewish activists and public figures, Magnus Hirschfeld, Elizabeth Taylor, Larry Kramer, and Edith Winter. Their Zionism sprung from their humanitarianism, as did their LGBTQ activism. So your point is previous activists have required the establishment of Israel as we currently understand it, therefore it is necessary. I do not think that you understand how to logic, ma'am. I don't. I don't. Okay. Hirschfeld, who was exiled from Germany for his sexual research, broadly supported founding Israel during the final years of his life in the 30s, but died more than a decade before the ethnic cleansing of 750,000 Palestinians that established the modern Israeli state. So, Hirschfeld, one of the people that she is quoting, did not know about what would happen when hundreds of thousands of people were eliminated in order to establish Israel as we understand it. Okay. Any definition of Zionism that aligns with its oppression or imperialism is a strategic attempt to undermine Jewish determination, Jay further claimed in her post. I'm sorry, but this is like trying to reclaim the swastika. After a certain point, just after a certain point, you stop trying to reclaim the swastika and you just accept that it has been taken for the most unscrupulous means. And this is the same thing. Zionism, as we currently understand it, creates Israel as the ethno-nationalist state that it is. So I'm sorry, but I'm not for that. You could use a different word. I think being pro-Jewish people is perfectly fine. You could find a better word for that, I guess. But right now, when you say the word Zionist, you are talking about oppression and imperialism. That is what that word means right now. Jay further claimed in her post, not only does anti-Zionism erode Jewish solidarity, it erases LGBTQ plus history. So it erases history to be against the nation that is currently destroying the Palestinian people? That's... Ma'am, no, this is a head-up ass. This is a head-up ass take. It prevents us from understanding the foundation of our own self-determination that it was built on. Afia gives a follow. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Will Shart says, that's why same-sex marriage is legal in Israel, right? Is it? Hold on. Wow. Wow. You can't have same-sex marriage in Israel. They will do the thing that red states did, where if you get married elsewhere, they'll be like, yeah, sure, why not? But you can't actually, like, within the perimeter of Israel, you cannot have a gay wedding. Yeah, totally. Supporting that is 100% in line with LGBTQ plus history. Right. Okay. Said go to Cyprus and just allow it because that's equality, right? Oh boy. Anyway, let's continue. While it's true that some LGBTQ plus movement leaders like ACT UP co-founder Kramer were pro-Israel, Jay's assertion that Zionism forms the core of their progress is heavily contested. Yeah, you think? Other influential Jewish LGBTQ leaders and activists such as longtime ACT UP member Sarah Skillman and the late Shotzi Weisberger have also been outspoken members of the anti-Zionist organizations like Jewish Voice for Peace. Many reject the argument that anti-Zionism is definitionally anti-Semitic, or that the LGBTQ support for Palestine is akin to chickens for KFC, as some pro-Israel advocates have claimed. What's interesting about the Palestinian solidarity movement is that it's been inclusive of queer and trans people for a very long time, and Jewish Voice for Peace has a huge queer and trans quotient. These solidarity movements have been intertwined with the queer movement for a long time. Since October 7th, 2023, when Palestinian militants killed 1,219 people near the Israel-Gaza border, Israeli military forces have killed more than 70,000 people in Gaza, wounded over 170,000 people as well, according to figures released by the Gaza Health Ministry in November. Though Israeli and Palestinian leaders agreed to a U.S.-mediated ceasefire in October, at least 420 more people have been killed in Gaza in the 3 months since. But don't worry, Trump claimed that he stopped like 17 billion wars. Remember that? My God, this is the kind of like head up ass Hollywood academia shit that leads to statements that nobody will ever be able to agree with because you have your own super special, highly specific definition of a word that means nothing to damn near anybody except you. And then, of course, you get pushback for that because when you use that word and nobody agrees with you, it's because nobody uses the word the way you fucking used it. Jenna Rain says, I don't think they realize that Israel may usually mean Jewish people, but Jewish people do not mean Israeli, good lord. Cyberchill says, so yeah, they're not pro-gay, they simply tolerate us, unlike Saudi Arabia, where Mr. Beast made his amusement park, but that's a tangent. Dice Mister says, why ain't I surprised? That was sarcasm. Diamond says, hey, maybe they mean at the center of, or as the common enemy of. Sometimes the enemy is in the middle. Hi. This shit's tiring. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.